coached her first meet at the University of Georgia back in 1984. There were only 200 fans in attendance. Tonight, 26 years later, there are over 10,000 here at Stegman Coliseum to say goodbye to the legendary coach. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alyssa Moskow alongside Corey Fritzinger. Corey, Michigan is here. It's senior night for the Gym Dogs. How significant is this final home meet?
You know, tonight, as we know, I've been in that position before. It is a very, very emotional night tonight. The fans are here to say goodbye to Courtney Kupets, Tiffany Tolnay, Abby Stack, and Paige Burns. And although they love their Gym Dogs, they're going to say goodbye to their fifth senior, Suzanne Yocklin.
Where do you feel this team stands right now? They are the #1 team in the nation.
Well, you know, they came off a big 198 score a couple weeks ago against Florida. Last week they were out in LA going against UCLA, and we had Courtney McCool returning to competition, scoring a perfect 10 on the balance beam. So what better way to come into their final home meet of the season?
On the flip side, we have Michigan, a team that really has been hindered by injuries all season long.
I mean, really, it's a rebuilding year for them, but they still look strong, and really you can't take anything for granted. The girls are going to come out here tonight. Emotions are running high, so you never know what's going to happen, so I think it's going to be a great meet.
This should be a great night for college gymnastics, and before we get started, let's take a look back at Suzanne Yocklin's outstanding career here at the University of Georgia. She's done more for the growth of women's college gymnastics than anyone, and she's done more for gymnastics at the University of Georgia than anyone could have imagined. Suzanne Yocklin arrived in Athens in 1984 with the job of literally building a program from the ground up. She wasted little time making the Gym Dogs competitive and making a gymnastics meet must-see college athletics. In Yocklin's first years as coach, a good crowd inside Georgia's Coliseum for a home gymnastics meet was about 200 patrons. 20 years later, it's hard to buy a ticket. Sellout crowds, fireworks, and winning are just some of the things Yocklin has made permanent at Georgia. 9 national team titles have built around her go-get-'em personality, and constant sellouts are due to her tireless work promoting her teams. A 4-time National Coach of the Year, Yocklin is one of the winningest coaches in the history of college athletics. And through her sheer force of will, she has become synonymous with her sport and set coaching records few will ever match in any arena. Coliseum, I'm here with UGA head coach Suzanne Yocklin. Suzanne, we've just had a chance to look back at your amazing career. It's your final home meet here. How are you feeling?
I feel great. You know, I've really tried to stay focused one meet at a time and take care of my job. And I'm honored to be here tonight. I feel like I've had a very blessed career. And, you know, it's all about the people. Gymnastics is all about the families and the people. And I feel blessed. And I don't feel like it's over because I'm going to be a fan next year right up there with all of them.
You have won 3 NCAA championships with your seniors, hopefully going for a 4th. What can you say about their efforts over the past 4 years here?
Fight. I mean, this team has so much perseverance. I mean, these seniors have so much perseverance. As a group, they've had more injuries, more surgeries than any other senior class we've ever had before, and they just come back for more. It's incredible, the strength and the fight that they have.
I have to give you an opportunity to say something to all of your fans who I know mean a lot to you.
I'd just like to say that I'll be up there with you next year, just screaming and yelling for the Gym Dogs, and hopefully I know Jay Clark's going to keep the tradition of winning going. Go Dogs.
Thanks so much. Have fun tonight.
Michigan is led by Bev Plocky. She is in her 20th season as the head coach of the University of Michigan and has actually dominated the Big Ten Conference with 15 titles over the last 17 years.
Starting things out for Georgia tonight, we have Lauren Sessler.
Lauren's going to do your Chinko laid out Arabian. A pretty good landing, a little bit buckled knees, took a step, but overall a great start for the Dogs over on vault.
A 9.85 for Lauren Sessler. Little step on the landing. Next up for Georgia, Hilary Mauro.
Hilary is going to do a big vault she's been working on all season in your Chinko 1.5. You see, she really didn't get the pop off the horse that she needed, and it was a little bit lower than we usually see from her. So, unfortunately, some bent knees in the air, little bit of a buckled landing, had to take the step, but still a pretty decent score.
Another 9.85. I'm sure all the Gym Dogs trying to put in their best performances tonight with Suzanne Yocklin. Over to bars, we have Maureen Moody from Michigan.
She's going to mount straight up to the high bar, a kip hop to a big, huge release move, immediate straddle back to a handstand, get a little bit of bonus combination there, and back up to the high bar. She'll do a handstand that's all the way up. And now 2 giants into a big full-out dismount and a small step. So a great bar routine, very clean, good handstands. Just the only real big mistake in that routine that I saw was this big step on the dismount.
A 9-8 for Maureen Moody from Michigan. Back over to vault. Here's Cassidy McComb.
Cassidy is going to do your Chenko full and a stuck vault. Great job for Cassidy. She's been going back and forth all season between the full and the 1.5. Georgia's getting geared up for the SEC championships next weekend, so looks like she's really been practicing those stuck landings.
Huge score, 9.95 for Cassidy. That's a confidence booster. Here's Tatjana Thuener-Rego. Say that name 20 times.
Starts off handstands a little bit short to a blind change, front giant half to a ginger. Second handstands all the way up with a nice overshoot to a Chinese sit-up, or also known as an uphill. Only move left is her dismount, a double layout, and a great landing. Very nice bar routine for Michigan.
They have looked very, very good on this event so far tonight. A 9.875. Are you surprised? Would you have expected a higher score?
A couple of her handstands were a little bit short, but really I think that's the only deductions that the judges may have taken in the whole routine.
Let's take a look at one of our seniors tonight, Paige Burns.
Paige is a Yurchenko full. Chest down a little bit on the landing and a step. Paige is one of the girls in the championships a couple years ago that really stepped up on this event and put up a huge score. See, she was a little bit crooked on the vault. Her hand actually almost missed on the right side, so that probably has a little bit to do with why that vault was lower than usual.
Back over to Michigan. Here's Becky Bernard.
First handstand is very nice. That's a hop full. Looks like she was supposed to just do a giant half and actually went over. So it's a giant full, giant half, another giant full to an overshoot handstand, to an uphill. A lot of turning in this routine. Second handstands up. Big double layout dismount and another stuck landing for Michigan. So they have actually come a long way on this event in the last couple of years.
Another very good score, 9.85, and again, great landings. Back over to vault. Here is Courtney Kupets, another senior.
Courtney does your Chenko half on, front pike off. And unfortunately, a big hop on that landing. You know, senior night, you really just want to go for the stick every time you go out, and you want to get those big scores up there. So a very powerful vault caused the hop on the landing, but that's the only deduction the judges took on that one.
Still a great score, 9.9, but you can't tell me they don't want to leave with a 10 at Stegman tonight. Here is Kylee Botterman.
First handstand's just a little bit short, giant full to a huge reverse hex. Next handstand looks good. Blind change to a straddle back. Looked like she had a little bit too much power into that straddle back. Didn't actually land in the handstand. Big double layout, full out, and another stuck landing for Michigan. These bars are phenomenal.
A 9.825 for Kylee.
You know, they're really putting the exclamation mark on their routines by sticking the dismounts, but they've really got to work on the handstands. I think that's really where the judges are getting them this year.
Here is Tiffany Tolnay.
Tiffany does your Chenko full and a tiny, tiny hop, going too hard for the stick. Sometimes when you don't need to think about it. You just have to go out there and do what you do every day in practice, and it looks like these girls are just trying just a little bit too hard.
Another great score, though, a 9.925. Maybe we will see a 10 in some event tonight after one rotation.